today's video, I'm going to give you a full beginner's guide to the Fera product review Shopify app. So let's get right into it. Now the first thing you want to go ahead and do is go to the Shopify App Store, find the Fera app here, and you want to go ahead and click on the install button. And then you want to go ahead and click on the next install button, which should install it for good. So this button here, and it should now be installed in your store, ready to go. So once you start up the app, it's going to ask you to do some onboarding by making an account, stuff like that. And after that, you're going to be brought to the install footer script section. So you want to click on this button that says open theme editor. And once you've done that, you want to go to the left hand side. And you want to turn on this here. So the Fera footer scripts, turn it on. Go over and click save. Now while you're here, you'll also want to turn off any other apps that may interfere with this app. So once we've done that, we can go back to the app here, click confirm and check site, and it should verify that it's done. Then we can go ahead and click continue, and we should just follow up with the next steps here. So this is for review requests. You can just continue this or skip this, I'll explain it later. Next we've got the incentives, so this is how much you incentivize or what you give someone for leaving a review. You can edit that or we can change it later. And then lastly, it's going to ask which widgets you want to automatically install. You may as well select all of them and then click complete setup. So once you've done that, it should open up the dashboard into the full app. And you can go ahead if you want to go to the quick setup here, or you can just press continue. I'm going to press skip because I'm going to show you all the things you need to do. So first things first, on the left hand side you're going to see a little drop down box here. You're going to have your reviews here. This is where you can go ahead and actually add reviews manually to either your store or your product. You can click add review here, and you can either import it via a app here or a CSV file, something like that, or you can go ahead and you can request it or even write a one-time review manually. So if we show you this, this will give you a link. You can then copy this link, paste it, and then someone's going to be able to add a review. So it's really as simple as that to actually go ahead and add a review. Next up we've got photos and videos. This is where customers can add their photos and videos. And then over here we have the insights section, so we've got orders. This will allow you to see who's actually added a review. Customers, same sort of thing. And products, so you can see which products have a good rating, all of that kind of thing. Next up we've got messages, so this is where customers can actually send you messages, and you can even send them ones if you press here. And you can basically send a one-time message incentivizing the customer to send a review to you basically. Now if we go back to the main dashboard here, we're going to see these sections here. First of all, we have content. So if we press manage here, it's going to go back to the review section there. Same with the average rating and same with the products and photos. But if we go here, we've got the widget section. Now inside of widgets, we can select which widgets we want on our site. And there's a ton of different ones that are pretty customizable. So you can see this is the product review that's at the bottom of the page. This is the stars. This is the website reviews. But if you go through here, you can see all the different types. So you've got this kind of one here. Now, once we've installed the ones we like, we can go ahead and actually customize them by clicking customize widget. And here we're going to be able to change everything about it. So we can turn off the header text. We can change what the header text says. So we could say something like, see what our happy customers have to say. We can change it. We can change the text sizing. We can change the write a review section, so we can have that on or off. We can change the color of it, the style of it. Inside the body, we can change stuff like the layout, so it can be a list or masonry as they call this. And you've got loads of different settings here that essentially you can just change on the left hand side. It's going to show you exactly what it's going to look like here. And we've even got some advanced settings here if you want to add some CSS. What we can also go ahead and do is at the bottom there should be a mode here, which is mobile. This will let you see what it looks like on mobile, just to make sure you're happy with it. And we go ahead and click save like that, and that should be ready to go on our website. So if we go back, we can go back to widgets. We can do this for every single different widget here. They'll have slightly different things you can change, but the whole premise will be very similar. So go ahead and change it to your liking. Now next up, what we can do is the review request section. So this is going to be where you automatically send a request to a customer to give you a review. We can go to the automatic request section here, and this is the automatic after 7-day one. So we can press edit on here, and this is going to go ahead and try and get a review based upon their last order. And here we've got incentives. So what is the reason they should do it? Usually you want to give them some kind of discount. So we can create an incentive. Let's say discount. We can do % off, 10% off, save. And we can go ahead and add that as an incentive. Next up, we can go when to send. So we can pick how many days we want, and do we want it after it's been created, fulfilled, or delivered. I'd recommend doing around 10 days after it's been received. It's a pretty good time frame. Then you've got conditions as well. So only send if the order value is over a certain amount, or there's tons of different things you can do here. And a customer, his country is United States. Maybe you have slow shipping somewhere and you don't want to get bad reviews for that. You can go ahead and put that on there. You can also turn off repeat orders. And then finally, in here, there's like a little email builder here, and you can go ahead and customize the theme here. And you can go ahead and just customize the email in here to change it how you like it to. You can see here we've got some dynamic tags as well. So the dynamic tags will change based upon the customer's information. You can change the subject line in here, and there's going to be a second request email, which is another follow-up, and this will be 7 days after the original one. You can turn this off, and you can also change the date. And then you've also got an incentive email as well. So once they do leave a review, it's going to send them a new email with their discount code in. You can also view this on mobile. We can go ahead to the top and test that here, but make sure you save it first. Go ahead and send a test just to make sure everything looks good. Now lastly, in the configuration section, there's a lot of things here like branding. So you can change how the buttons look, the colors of them, all that kind of stuff. You can go ahead and actually customize all of that. We've also got some things like email domain. So you want to set up an email to make it easier for you to send the requests. You've got your incentives here, and then you've got your apps and integrations. This is super useful if you have to integrate it with, say, AfterShip, because you want to know when the order's been delivered. Or you can, there's a ton of different integrations we can use here, which are going to really make it a much better workflow for your business. Again, we have loads of, advanced settings down here, but they don't really matter too much. Now, lastly, I'd recommend going onto your store, finding a product, and just making sure that the widget is working. So you can see here we go, the widget is actually working. That's basically how you use the app. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below that helped. Thank you for watching.